friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Amanda and this is my mid-year book freakout tag. I can't even believe it. I cannot believe that we're already halfway through the year. Like, where did 2021 go? I feel like 2020 was the longest year of my entire life and 2021 has like flown by. I don't know. Time just doesn't even exist anymore since the pandemic started, and I just don't even know how to measure it. So I am not the original creator of this tag. I will link both of their creators down below, although I do believe that one of them's channel is private now, but I'll link them both so you guys can go check them out, or at least the one. There are 14 questions, so let's just jump right in. So question number 1 is best book that you've read in 2021. And this was so hard for me because I've read a lot of good books, but ultimately I chose Moon of the Crusted Snow. This is by Wabgishig Rice, and I just read this recently with Samantha, and oh my gosh, it was so good. Now I only give this one 4 stars, but just the writing in this was phenomenal. This is a debut novel, and the suspense was just, it was just really, really good. If you're looking for a dystopian where it leaves you on the edge of your seat the entire time, and like, pick this up because it was really, really, really good. And there's going to be a sequel, so that's even better. Question number 2 is the best sequel that you've read this year, and truthfully I have not read a lot of sequels because I'm really bad at continuing with series, but I did finally read Hero of Ages by Brandon Sanderson, and this book was fantastic. I loved it. It made me tear up at the end. It was really, really, really good. I flew through this in like a week, and it's a massive, like, dense high fantasy novel, which is not something that I normally read, but I really, really, really loved it. So question 3 is a new release that you haven't read yet but want to, and I had a really hard time with this because I have a lot of new releases. I've pre-ordered quite a few this year that I haven't got to yet, and I have not been focusing on my newer books. I've been focusing on my like backlist, so I really need to make my 2021 releases a priority. But ultimately I landed on The Chosen and the Beautiful by Niveau. This is a gay Great Gatsby retelling, I believe. Now, number 1, the cover is absolutely gorgeous, but also I read The Empress of Salt and Fortune this year, which is Niveau's novellas, and it was really good. I really enjoyed it, and I really enjoyed the writing in that, so I'm really thinking I'm gonna love this one, and I can't wait to get to it. Question 4 is your most anticipated release for the second half of the year. I had a hard time with this one because I have quite a few. Survive the Night comes out at the end of the month by Riley Sager. My Heart is a Chainsaw by Stephen Graham Jones, and then Velvet Was the Night by Sylvia Moreno Garcia, who is becoming one of my all-time favorite authors, honestly. I'm really excited about those 3 specifically, but there are so many just so many good new releases this year. My poor pocketbook and my poor shelves. So question number 5 is what book was your biggest disappointment of the year? And for that, I chose He Will Be My Ruin by K.A. Tucker. If you guys have been around for a while, you know that I read that towards the beginning of the year, and I hated that book. 2 stars. I thought I was gonna really, really love it. People seem to really love that book. It is a thriller, domestic thriller. It had like all of the elements in it that I should have enjoyed, but ultimately, like, I just absolutely hated that book. So He Will Be My Ruin by K.A. Tucker. So number 6 is a book that was the biggest surprise, and for that I chose Yellow Wife by Sadiqa Johnson. I thought I was gonna like this book, but wow. This book just puts you right in the middle of it. You feel all of the emotions. This one is gut-wrenching, but it is so beautifully written, and I had no idea. I had no idea how much I was gonna love this book when I picked it up. I was quite interested when I heard about it, and you know, it's a pretty short book, but man, it just packs such a punch, and it was definitely a surprise. So question number 7 is your favorite new author, and I just finished reading Ghost Summer by Tannereve Due, and honestly, like, I've not read anything else by her, but I loved that collection of short stories. It was so good, and I can't wait to pick up more of her books. So for this, I'm gonna say my new favorite author is Tannereve Due. Number 8 is your newest fictional crush, and I really don't have any fictional crushes, so I don't have an answer for that. Number 9 is your newest favorite character, and for that I chose Phoebe Dolores Brown from Yellow Wife. She was amazing. I loved her. Her will and grit, and I just loved everything about her. She was headstrong, and she was brave, and she just had so much willpower, and I just can't imagine the things that she went through, but she always had her head held high and like pushed, and how could you not love a character like that? Like, how could you not? Number 10, what's a book that made you cry? And I really don't cry that often in books, but I did shed some tears after finishing Hero of Ages. So, Hero of Ages by Brandon Sanderson. Number 11, what's a book that made you happy? And for that, I chose Honey Girl by Morgan Rhodes. This could have also fit for a book that surprised you. I thought I was gonna like it, but I actually really loved it. This book it was like a warm hug to me, and I really, really, really liked it. I highly recommend this one. So question 12 is, what is the most beautiful book that you've bought this year? And I don't really know what the most beautiful one I've bought, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you some of my favorite covers of the year, and you guys can be the judge. So we have Witches Steeped in Gold. Like, this cover is just stunning. I also have the Gilded Ones by Namina Forna. This one is gorgeous. I really want to get to this one soon. And then I have a cover that I just love, and it's really fun, and that is Arsenic and Adobo. It's just really bright and fun, and there's a dog, which I love. So those are some of my favorite covers. I'm sure there's more, but for time's sake. Question number 13 is books that you need to read by the end of the year. I mean, honestly, any of these, all of these. But I just chose a few that I would like to get to by the end of the year. Really want to get to this. Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Ace of Spades by Farida Abiki Ayamidi. I think that's how you say it. I looked her name up, and I believe that's how it was said. I like to also get to Her Three Lives by Kate Houlihan. And last but definitely not least, Dial A for Aunties. This is by Jessie Q Sotanto, and I really, really want to pick this one up, especially after just finishing Arsenic and Adobo, because I feel like it's going to give me like similar vibes, and I really, really enjoyed that one as well. So, and then the final question is your favorite community member, and honestly, I can't pick one. I love all of you guys so very much, and you know, so I'm just gonna say everyone. I'm gonna cop out a little bit and just say everybody, because I really do. I love this community. I love everybody in it, and yeah. So I guess that's it. That wraps up this mid-year book freak out, and I can't believe it. Wow. I'm still amazed that we are at the half point of 2021. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you've done this tag or plan to, let me know down below so I can go check it out. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow me on Goodreads, Twitter, and Instagram, and I'll talk to you all later.